journey. Beyond the music. Galactic vibe. Yo, the name's Rev Grimm and the goddess. Let's begin on a trip in a rocket beyond the realms of logic. All it took was some belief, and now we're sailing through the stars. A cosmic tour of how we came this far. Beyond the music, past the page.
Peace, love, and hey y'all. It's Beyond
and the goddess.
on another beautiful day.
Yeah, y'all already know.
It's your girl, the goddess.
And this your man, the guy, Rev Grimm, and you are on Beyond the Music.
Yeah, what is
that? Yeah, go ahead. Get it. She on point. Go ahead. Let them know.
Where the sound goes beyond headlines and straight into the soul.
Yes. Where we talk culture and consciousness, where strategy meets spirituality, where we talk truth beyond the booth, nothing else.
Yeah.
Welcome today on another episode of
Today.
Beyond the Music. Yeah, we just in the building, man. We just talking today, man. Y'all already know sometimes we have interviews. Sometimes it's just me and Jizzle.
Goofing off.
Yeah, y'all just get a little taste of what we do.
Goofing off is really good for your mental health.
Yeah.
And do y'all know what month it is?
Yeah.
Tell them, Rev.
Go ahead, tell them.
Tell them, Rev.
It's actually women's. Say it.
Oh,
women's. We're going to get the ladies first.
It's International Women's Month, ladies.
Yes, it's International Women's Month. Shout out to the queens. We are honored.
I love y'all down.
And it is also Men's Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're gonna be talking about men's mental health.
Yes.
You know, we're gonna dig deep. We're gonna try to keep it live for y'all, but we know that this is a very touchy subject.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start by saying that the month of December, January, February, maybe November. It might have started in November. December.
It was Thanksgiving weekend.
Weekend. November. My friend Clarence committed suicide. Then it was my friend Marcellus. Then was another friend of mine. I'm not gonna say their name right now. And then Mr. Malai had an incident that just happened.
Yep.
So we're losing a lot of our men out here. We're losing a lot of fathers, and we're losing them to the mental health. You remember last month we had a long discussion with Kenny Ale and his wife about health, about mental health, spiritual health, physical health.
Tears to overall health and well-being.
And, how they all align. And today we want to just kind of get into men's mental health because men are silent, man. We just taught to grind, and we're taught.
Strength is not that.
That's the number one thing. Let's talk about that. Strength. As
not
men,
silent.
We look at strength as silence. You know, we sit all hard. I was just looking at some young boys the other day, and I had got out of the car, and they looking all hard and looking all tough. And I'm just like, man, that doesn't show strength. Being able to look at me and say, "How you doing, brother?" And me be able to speak to these brothers, shake their hands, bond with them for whatever moment that we just met. Right. That is strength. Right. You know, just being tough and being silent and, you know, holding things in and thinking that you're supposed to mimic a certain structure that is taught to us that is really
we think strength and we think physicality. We think brute strength. We think your physical capability or how much you're able to endure makes you strong. When strength is in adaptability. It's in
communication,
resilience. It's in being able to count on your village, to know who is who in your village. really lean in on those people. There is strength in that. There's strength in balance.
Right. Absolutely.
There's strength in knowing when to detach.
Right.
You know, and really have time for self. All of those things don't make you weak. And a lot of times we think that we're strong because we're able to suffer in silence and keep going. Right. But you don't realize that silently is breaking you down, silently killing you. It is leading you down self-destruction because eventually it will be too much. Eventually you will break. Right, exactly. And that's the point.
And I don't care how good you look or how much money you have, or because a lot of the suicide rate has went up, and even people with money. Exactly. Rich people kill themselves a lot. Yes. So it's not even the look. It's really it's really what's going on in the mind. Yes. We have to be more vocal. Mm-hmm. And more vulnerable. Mm-hmm. As men, we're not taught to be vulnerable. You know, growing up, most fathers, brothers, uncles, granddads, you know, they're like, oh, suck it up, take it, be quiet. You can deal with it, you know, but they don't teach us to check them feelings, because they might have just told you that, oh, you can deal with it. And you just put it inside like, oh, I can deal with it. Right. But it's really something that you can't deal with, because you might go and cry later. Exactly. To yourself, or, you know, you might start to change your mindset off of that one incident, when really you just needed somebody to tell you it's okay. Right. To be vulnerable. It's okay to be weak. If I can say, we call it weakness, and that's why I worded it that, because vulnerable. That was perfect. Yeah, when I was growing up, I grew up in the city of Northview City. Shout out to you. But it was a lot of wounded men that we was growing up with, you know, that was just like, they are scarred from mental awareness. They're scarred from the things of the hood too, and they're scarred mentally and emotionally. Sure. So they teach us growing up, you know, my cousins was always like, I couldn't even cry. Like, I couldn't even let my feelings out. I couldn't be, you know, I couldn't say, hey, I don't want to do this, or, you know, I don't like this. Or if you didn't like something that everybody was doing, it was like you was put down for it, and you had to be ashamed because you just didn't want to do something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times in the hood, you know, in the streets, they tell you, oh, this is what makes you a man. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to be tough. You're supposed to fight it. You're supposed to hold it all in and suck it up. And that's what was told to me as a man. So, like, growing up, a lot of things that I felt, I had to hold them things in, because I'm like, oh, well, I guess we're not allowed to feel sad about this, or we're not allowed to be depressed about this, or,
and if I feel it, I can't express it.
Right. And if I feel it, I have to express it silently or with a smile. Mm-hmm. I'm sitting here like, but I'm broken inside. I'm torn up on the inside. And I really think a lot of our young men are stuck in that trap today of, because I don't even like the street part. Like, everybody has to be hard now. It's like, everybody needs to be tough. Everybody needs to be gangsters now. It was a time where basketball players were basketball players. Pretty boys was pretty boys.
Everybody had their lane.
Nerds was nerds. You know, like, everybody was comfortable in their own lane. Now the nerds are gangsters. The basketball players are gangsters, and everybody is gangster. And it's because we live in an imaginary delusion that that's what hard is.
You know why? And it's cool.
It's cool. You know, and all the young men now, I look at them, the smart, the intelligent, the bright young men, they just want to be hard so bad. They're like, oh, this is what makes us man. This is what the world is showing us is what manly is.
No one wants to embrace who they truly are, because they want to prove something.
They want to prove something that's not there. Nothing. It's really imaginary. And I say this a lot, even in the streets. Like, once I crossed over and I was telling young boys, like, the hype is imaginary. Like, the trying to make somebody impressed or prove yourself to a set of people that will not be there when they give you life in prison, or they will not be there when you go to take your life. See, that's the part. Like, you like, oh, you're trying to prove yourself to somebody that's not going to be there when your life is on jeopardy, or when you're going to take your life, they're not going to be there. Right. And the reason you're going to take your life is because them people are not there that you are seeking approval from.
Right.
This is damaging to our young men. They are seeking approval from people that don't even deserve the opinion. And then they kill themselves because they didn't get an opinion or a validation from somebody that never even deserved to have it.
In the first place.
Yes. Yeah. Young man, we have to be better. We don't need to approve to be approved of being tough.
No.
It's make believe.
God already made you that way.
Man, God made you a soldier.
Perfect as you are.
And if you a little different, or you're not tough, or you don't like sports, or because I had that problem with my son, because I grew up and was told you're supposed to play football, you're supposed to play basketball, and I didn't want to.
Right.
I was like, what? Why do I got to do this? I like books. I like to read. I like to write. I like poetry.
Yeah. I think awareness of just what someone likes, the awareness is such a major piece. Awareness.
Right.
You just have to have awareness.
I'm telling you,
everyone's strengths are different.
Right.
Everyone's weaknesses are different.
Exactly.
And we just have to be aware of what they are. And that's how we can help each other.
Exactly.
By simply being aware. If I know what's going on with you, if I know the things that make you tick, the things that make you happy, or the things you're not comfortable with, if I just take the time to be aware of my fellow brother,
to see what's going on, then when I switch up.
I know when to check in. I know when things.
Exactly.
I know what's going on in your world. Same vice
just
versa.
Like vice versa. We check on each other all the time, or like if you feeling some type way a day, I'm like, hey, Jill, you all right?
Yeah, you good?
You good?
You want to talk this out?
You want to talk this out? Because sometimes that's what we need.
Yeah, just a soundboard.
Right. And we really need that as men, and we need more men to step up and be this for younger men. And we need more women, older women, to step up and be this for the younger women, because we're losing our voice. We're losing our voice.
Right.
And we don't want to lose our voices.
We don't. And so the Matrix we're stuck in, they will try to silence our voices, but we will not.
Absolutely.
So I was just talking about awareness. So when it comes to awareness, right, we have some signs that our men are struggling. Right. So there's emotional signs, and they're often hidden. Irritability instead of sadness, anger outbursts, emotional shutdown, loss of motivation, feeling numb.
Yep.
And sometimes what they'll say, instead of saying I'm depressed, they'll say I'm just tired. I'm just stressed. I'm good.
The cover up.
I'm good is the number one. I'm good.
That's the number one for me.
You're not good, baby.
You're
not good. And that's okay.
Right. So and it's okay to say it.
Yeah. So there's also some behavioral signs. Working excessively to avoid feelings.
Right.
I know I'm guilty of that. And I know this is about y'all right now, but increased drinking or substance use, isolation from family and friends, risk-taking behavior, sudden changes in sleep.
And all these signs are like signs that are really big in our men today.
Yes.
Most of our men are obsessive workers. They use work to silence their feelings.
To mask what's going on inside. Because when your mind is distracted, then you don't have the time. And I feel like when we come to suicide, I think that's where the enemy creeps in, because when you're at home, when you're at home in those quiet hours and you're just laying there in your bed, there's no work to distract you. And when you've isolated yourself from your family and friends, you don't have a village. There's no one to go to.
Exactly.
Not everyone is going to dial what's 988, the suicide prevention hotline. Not everyone's going to get up and dial that number.
Or dial a friend.
Now you're just there with your thoughts. And sometimes that enemy voice can be very loud.
Right. After you worn out. You're spiritually worn out. You're emotionally worn out. You're physically worn out. And then you sit there by yourself.
Nothing left to give.
And now the enemy's like, oh, I'm going to swoop in at this weak moment and let them just make them think. See, that's the approval part. Make them think that everything they have done means nothing.
Right.
And that's a problem, that we start to look at all these things like, hey, did I do all this for nothing?
Right. And, to caveat for what you were saying about like being successful, having money does not buy you happiness, because some of those people we know are not happy. Their suicide rates are high too.
Exactly.
So there's Robin Williams, the great late Robin Williams. Absolutely love and adore his whole life.
Right.
Rest in peace to him. Rest in power.
Right.
He said that success doesn't equal mental safety.
Right.
And a lot of people think that.
They think that.
When I just have more money, when I'm not worried about the bills, when I'm not worried about this, so I don't have this financial worry, I'll suddenly just be happy and all my worries will disappear. No, honey, more money equals more problems.
Exactly. That's why they say they be using the term chasing the bag.
Right. It takes care of that one worry, but you have a whole new host of things.
Why you chasing the bag, you adding worries.
Yes.
The more money, the more problems. Yes. The more that you have, the more things. Happiness. Right. If you're just focused on getting more comes with more, and getting more takes more. So that's just all more mental stress on your body and your mind. You got to think about these things when you're thinking about, I just want this money. I got to have that bag. I got to work 20 hours a day and still got to be a father, still have to take care of your health.
Got to be that provider.
Yeah, you still got to be these things. Provider.
And, but the real critical reality with that is men are least likely to seek therapy.
Yeah.
But more likely to die by suicide. Right. And that's very alarming.
That's very
alarming because I hate that men overall feel like it's a weakness to get help. Right. Or there's something wrong with therapy, or I'm a man, I'm supposed to get muscle through. It's okay.
Right.
It's okay to not be okay.
That's why I say it's okay to just be weak, because even God said we weak. We're flesh. We're vessels, and life is a challenging obstacle course. So it's like you have to lock in to self-awareness of what's going on with yourself. Talk to somebody that when you're going through things, and it's just whatever emotions you're going through at work, things you're dealing with in relationships, we have to be a buddy system to each other. That's what I think we're missing too a lot in the men, is we are scared to be community. And now we're living in a time, where things are a little different, where if you in a group of men, it's looked at in a certain way now. So even that has stirred men from helping each other. It's like, now, we may be homosexual or gay because we're talking or hanging out, so that even is making men like, you know what, I don't want to hang out and I don't want to be talking to men about emotional things because people may look at us like we weird.
Right.
And it's like, we got to stop that.
Right.
We got to stop that. We got to stop it.
Yes. So now we're going to jump into some keys to good health. We have 5 keys to good mental health.
Right.
1 is normalizing emotional vocabulary.
Right.
So we're going to replace words like mad, fine, cool, and we're going to replace them with more descriptive words that speak specifically to how you feel: overwhelmed, disappointed, insecure, grieving. Because emotional literacy is strength. Right. Again, strength is not silence. Right. There's tools to this.
Right. And using the right words.
Yes. Physical movement. Having a gym routine, and it doesn't have to be the gym. You can work out at home. Right. 5 Below has plenty of workout.
5 minute, 10-minute workout in the morning.
Exactly.
No workout at night.
You pick up your phone and you get on social media scrolling, before you get caught in the trap.
Right.
Make that time for yourself. That's before when I wake up. First of all, I sleep to frequencies. When I wake up, before I check a missed call, I message, anything, I silence my alarm. Right. And that first 30 minutes I'm awake is all about me.
Right.
I stretch, I pray, I do a little bit of yoga.
Right.
After I get my kids on the bus, I'm in the gym.
Right.
That's important for my mental well-being. And men, it is so paramount.
Absolutely.
It's very paramount. You got to get that body.
Take that time.
Yeah. Even if you boxing, weightlifting, martial arts.
I mean, we was even taught that as young men. They taught us that's why we went out onto the fields and played basketball and things, to get that energy out, to get that extra testosterone out, to get it flowing inside yourself. So we as men, you can't lose that. You need to get up and physically let some of that energy out in the mornings.
Yes. So that moves us into our next one, number 3, safe brotherhood. We just talked about that.
We're just talking about
your
that.
Village.
Yep.
They need spaces where vulnerability is not mocked.
Right.
You're not looked at like you said.
Exactly.
All that crying.
Right.
You don't need that.
Right.
You need safe spaces with brothers,
safe places
that will make you feel like you can say what you need to say.
Right.
And because you're having a vulnerable moment,
right, doesn't mean
you're any less.
Right.
You're not less of a man because you're going through it. You're not less of a man because you're breaking down right now.
Exactly.
You're a man going through something.
Because if you just think about the scars that puts on a young man, if he's feeling a certain way and he needs to express it, and then the older men are like, "Oh, you dissed that and the third because you did that." Like, that is so mentally scarring because now this child is going to keep going on with that. Oh, I got to hold this in because I'm not going to be looked at upon men the right way.
Right.
You know, so we gotta, that's the brotherhood is definitely the safe place to be vulnerable.
It is.
It's number one. It needs to be very talked about in our communities.
And there's an organization I found Movember. It promotes men's mental health and suicide prevention globally.
Okay.
So if you're not familiar, if you're interested, I would maybe look at Movember and see.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
And be looking out for Faith Mentoring Program. We're starting a mentoring program for young men from the age of 10 to 18. I just teamed up with a bike club of guys. They're all professionals, business owners, officials in the government. I got Community United Focus too. All us men are going to come together and we're going to form a mentoring group. You know, we're doing community service with the young men, teaching them etiquette classes, how to be proper, how to talk proper, how to conduct themselves, how to sit, how to stand, how to talk to others. That's going to be a big thing that we do this year for the men is starting programs for safe places for young men to speak.
I love it.
Let their feelings out.
I love it.
And let them and give them nothing but encouragement, nothing but strong men with strong words to show their backbone that men can be vulnerable and still strong at the same time.
Yes.
Because real G's talk.
Yes, they do.
I'm telling y'all, real G's talk. I know y'all think what you want to think, but me and all my real G's that I be with, we talk. We talk about the feelings and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We be open with each other.
Yes. And with that, we're gonna slide into number 4. Reduce silent stressors.
Yes.
Stressors. Sorry, I can't even talk. Limit doom scrolling. Again, before you get up and get on that phone and get stuck in, it's easy to do. Once I'm on Instagram looking at reels, I'm there for a little minute, you know, especially when my algorithm is lit, but limit it. Take breaks from toxic environments. Absolutely. If you know where you're going, the energy is just not good. If you know it's a group of people, first of all, you might want to reevaluate your friend groups.
Right. Realignment.
Yeah. And as you evolve and you elevate, you will lose people. Right. That's a natural part of the process. And I think a lot of people refuse to grow because they're afraid of that.
Right.
I was there too. I didn't want to lose my friends. I didn't want things to change. But then you really do have to get tired of your own stuff. You got to get tired of the hamster wheel. Right. The same old, and just say, you know what? This is a journey I got to take by myself with God.
Absolutely.
And whoever makes it. Whoever doesn't. But this is for you and your well-being.
Right.
So with that is number 5, therapy and professional help. Therapy is not a weakness, it's maintenance.
It's maintenance.
I look forward to my every 2 weeks with my therapist. Me and Ms. Moore have a great relationship.
Absolutely.
We need to normalize counseling, trauma therapy, couples therapy.
Right.
And checking in after major life transitions.
Right.
Death, divorce, anything. Anything.
Losing jobs. Somebody just called me. My
military families that you're PCSing all over the world, you know.
You got to check on our brothers, man. That's a part of this system is we need to check on each other.
Yes.
It's almost like an iron sharpens iron brotherhood that needs to be banded back into our men. And I say this because the mental health of the men is an impact in our community. Is a very big impact.
Major impact.
The men are the structure. Women are our backbones, and women are
the multipliers.
Keeping the multipliers and keeping our homes well. But the men that are out are making the structure and building the impacts, we need to focus on your health, on your mental health, because you are the structure of the families.
Right.
You are the structure of the communities.
Right.
You are the structure of the churches, the government.
Yes.
The man is the structure.
When you suppress your emotions, everything around you suffers.
Right.
If you're a father, your children are mimicking the behavior.
Right.
They're mimicking that emotional avoidance.
Right.
Relationships are suffering.
Right.
Conflicts.
Right.
They escalate.
Everything gets,
because you're suffering in silence, and you can only take but so much.
Exactly.
You will break. You will outburst.
Exactly. And I think we're just seeing that so much in our communities today. Our men are suffering, and it is a silence that is not being talked about. Right. So we want to just make it aware this month that if you have a son,
as a single mother, I just want to say, like, as a single mother raising kids, right? And thank you. I'm gonna let you finish that part because I want to hear it, but I just want to speak personally for my own self that you men are so important, because I am at a crossroads where my oldest son is 10.
Right.
And I cannot raise him.
Right.
And tell him how to be a man.
Right.
I can guide him to the best of my ability.
Right.
I can support him. I can offer everything I've got. But when it comes to making my boy into a man, that is out of my capability.
I'm telling you.
I'm not one. And so it is just so important. It is just so, so, so important. We need you so, so much.
Yes. Fathers.
Fathers, mentors, brothers, like, just please understand.
Step up. Even for the ones that don't
you.
have kids or don't have kids. I've had men be like, hey, well, I got my own kids to deal with. And it's like, yo, that's the mindset that we have to get out of, because if we are role models to other men, even our kids will be fed off that. Just think about if your kids are watching you mentor other men, they watching, they getting the fruit from it. They watching their father be more than a father in their home. Absolutely. So it's something that our young men need to see. Our young men need to see more fathers stepping out, more brothers, uncles. If you don't have any kids, be a father figure. We need father figures. We need big brother figures in our community. We the structure, man. And the structure has to have balance. The structure has to have understanding. The structure has to be vulnerable, because if we're not vulnerable inside of the structure, how will we know what's going on with the structure? How will we know that it's about to fall? How will we know if it's about to crack? How will we know if the structure has a leak if we're not communicating with the structure? Man, we need more structure. We need you to be more aware of what's going on in your communities, what's going on in the mental minds of you, the men around you. Start checking on each other. Just call each other up. Start men's groups and start talk groups. That's what we're about to start, a talk group too. We're gonna have a talk group.
Y'all get in groups to place these sports.
Right. Exactly. Y'all get in groups to play the game. Let me put
always on your PS chat.
Yeah, let me put live on. Let me put a PS5, and I bet you I have 50, 60 men.
I want to start hitting men's monthly check-ins.
Exactly.
I want to hear that.
We need to step up, man. That's all. Let's get off the games. Let's get off the headphones. Let's get off the phones, and let's get more in tune with self. And self will bring more in tune for whoever's following you. Yeah. Because just know, if you are a man, whether you're a father or not, somebody is watching and following you. Yes. So you need to just be aware of your mental health.
Your community needs you.
Yes. Yes.
And we love you.
Yes, very much.
You do.
From Beyond the Music. Y'all already know. We're going to take our break, and then we're going to be getting into, you already know, Black Christmas coming with the Geo.
What's going on in the world?
Saying CPA
with some financial advice.
Yeah, with the financial advice. He always coming with the jewels.
Don't file them taxes so you got legit.
I'm telling you. So, Black, we'll see you in a second. We're going to go to a break. Beyond the Music.
Peace.
From the heart of the coast where the waves rise high, Bay Magazine, we lift and amplify stories of love, of strength, of pride, giving back,
welcome back. Welcome,
family and tribe.
Thank you for sticking with us, guys. You know, it's the time of the day where we get into geopolitics, figure out what's happening in the world.
Bless up.
Salute you.
Salute, Black. What's up, Black? How you doing today,
Salute, man? Great, bro. That was a great interview, man. Talking about mental health.
What they need,
take it away.
Yes. Mental health, man, is definitely a serious issue in our community, and we definitely need to pay attention. So today on geopolitics, remember, I can't make you listen to me, but I could ask you for a moment of your time, because I know time is very important. I think today we should visit a subject that's very dear to most of us, a subject that I've seen family completely stop talking to each other over, and that's politics. Politics is a very sensitive thing in our neighborhoods, in our communities, because some people are Democrats and some are Republicans. And over the years, many have shifted from Democrats to Republicans. And for the first time, I've seen so many people chanting one way or so many people chanting another. It's unbelievable how political we are here in America with these two parties. I love to associate them with good cop, bad cop. If any of you have been in the hands of two cops sitting down in the precinct, then you know what I'm talking about. Good cop, bad cop. This is when one cop is playing the good guy and the other one is playing the bad guy. He's threatening to put you away for a number of years, and the other one is coming to you and say, oh, just tell me the truth and, I'll make all this go away. Well, that's what politics in America remind me of when we talk about Democrats and Republicans. It's like good cop, bad cop. Choose one. And whichever one you choose, most of the time you find yourself in the same exact ordeal. So what does it mean? I think it means that we should now reconsider the way we look at politics. Because after all, politics is a structure. Yeah, it's a structure, just like the educational structure, just like the religious structure. These are all things that were put together by the colonizers. When the colonizers came to this beautiful land of America and found the things that they found here, they put together a structure to rule this land. And that structure was called democracy. And here we are, 400 years later, under democracy. And I must say, it doesn't look great. It looks like it needs some improvement, because we've been voting now for a while and we haven't seen anything that benefited poor people in America. So we have to ask ourselves, do we need a third party? And how do we get there? What do we have to do? What channels do we have to draw to get to a third party? Something that's concerned with the plight of poor people, not just the 1% of the wealthiest man in America. It seems at this time that the wealthiest people in America are dictating the direction of our society. In the next couple of years, we'll be swamped with AI and robotics. A lot of people say to replace a lot of jobs. So a lot of people have to redefine what it means to get educated or to go into the structure of education. So we need to get rid of these structures. We need to re-examine these structures, and we need to realize, where do we go from here? What direction do we take? A lot of us know it's not democracy because we see that our votes doesn't matter. I wonder how many of us really signed up to send our sons to go fight a war in the Middle East over reasons unknown up to this point. Because I believe today is the 7th, so we've been in a 7-day war at this point. It's been 7 days since America attacked Iran for Israel. So we're now on the 7th day of this unpredictable moment in time. And again, before I go, there's 2 more minutes. Before I go, I want you all to pay attention to what's going on in this war, because this war will redefine how we look at the world, how we look at politics, how we look at democracy as we move forward. Remember, good cop, bad cop, Republicans, Democrats. Don't be too eager to jump on one side or the other. I'm neutral. I'm just watching. I can only participate when we all participate together. So I'm begging you your time so that maybe you will hear something that will invite you to be motivated, to think a little bit different. Think outside the box. Get out of the construct. Remember, religion is a construct. Education is a construct. War is a construct. Religion, politics, these are all constructs put together to rule and keep the people under rule. So in order to free our minds, we have to come out of the construct. Free your minds. This is Geopolitics 101. Until next time, like, subscribe, share, and please share your thoughts in the comment section. Let me hear what you think about politics and politicians. Let me hear what you think about democracy as it stands. Let me hear your views on socialism and communism, because I'm sure, just like I was, you were taught that socialism, communism, and all those other forms of government in other countries are the worst. But as you open your mind up to geopolitics, you will start to understand that the people who are governed in these societies, they love it. They love socialism. They love communism. They could go to the store and their money still has value. Here in America, our money is losing value every day. The dollar is now worth about 55 cents. And if this war continues, we will really start to feel it in our dollar. We will really start to feel it in the stores, in the way we consume. If they don't free up the Straits of Hormuz and the Red Sea, then we're going to be looking at a different world in 2027. Remember, man, free your mind. Free your mind. Always be open-minded when you look at politics. Always be open-minded when you look at these people speaking. And remember, they're not telling us the right information on the news. So when you want news, you're going to have to go to diverse places to get your news. You're going to have to go to stations like this, where we talk about the reality of what's going on the ground, the reality of the situation, the reasons why. What's the reason this is happening, or what's the reason that's happening? We like to examine these things to give us a better understanding outside of what the construct, which is the regular ABC and CNN and CBS, are going to say. They're going to mostly repeat what the construct want the people, the population to hear. So we have to always second guess anything we hear on the news. To this point, we're not even sure how many Americans have been killed in this war. They're hiding the numbers. We don't know how many bases have been destroyed. We know all the American bases in the Middle East at this point have been attacked and bombed. But we won't get from our new...
I can't hear what he's saying.
How many? Peace.
Okay.
Yeah. You done? You sure?
Yeah.
Man, don't mind us, bro. We over here acting silly. Hey, look, I'm gonna let y'all know one thing about Beyond the Music. Just know, we be back here having a good old time. Y'all see it in the video. We really be lit. Mm-hmm. We really be lit. But yeah, thank you, Black man. Y'all already know what it's about when it comes to geopolitics, man. It's information, man. Here at Beyond the Music, we like to keep you informed.
And so who we talking to next?
Oh, you already know it's Norfolk. CPA. Yeah. Money man.
So we're gonna take a quick little brizzy.
Yeah, y'all already know.
A quick little show.
You think he set up?
Is he set up?
You set up?
You set up?
Yeah, he usually can move pretty fast.
Swift like the Flash.
Yeah, straight up. But y'all already know on geopolitics, big part. Another CPA Norfolk, he coming with the financial advice. It's tax
Gotta
season.
Get your coins right.
Gotta get your coins right. Gotta get your dollars right.
We're trying to get a little wealthy this year.
Yeah, y'all we just want to keep y'all informed.
I don't want to be too high up where they eat kids at, but I do want a little money.
Right, just a little bit.
Okay.
All right, Norfolk. CPA, here he go. Take it away, my brother.
Rev, DG, what's good? How y'all doing?
Yeah, we're good. Take us through there.
Okay. So there's something that's been really heavy on my heart that I want to talk about. And it actually is in alignment with the theme beyond the music. I have a lot of friends. And some of my friends are creatives, musicians, and what I like to share to some of my friends who are creatives and musicians is it's not always about the music. It is what is beyond the music. Before we are in the music business, we are in business. Business is a key component of music business. Again, theme beyond the music. I have a great friend of mine. And I can call my friend up and I can say, hey, let's go to the bar. And if they're available, guess what? She's going to go to the bar with me. Hey, friend, would you like to go to this music event with me? And my friend will go to this music event with me. Then one day I asked my friend, hey, friend, I want to have a goal setting session about you so we can get in alignment with how we can further your career based on your goals. She said, sure. Weeks went past. We didn't set it up. I asked again. More weeks went past. Then it went through months. And finally, after about a whole year of me asking her, she finally had this sit down to go over goals. Now, why am I bringing all this up? I think as professionals and great friends to one another, sometimes we have to hold ourselves accountable to doing things. And I'm talking to all the musicians and all the creatives. We have to hold ourselves accountable to doing things that are beyond the music. Does that make sense? And so I think it would be a great value add for any of us to have friends in our inner circle who are thinking of things beyond the music, such as goal setting. In my upcoming book that will be launching next year, I promise I'm dropping it next year in 2027, 10 Rules for Entering the Business Startup Game, has a book and a corresponding music album that goes with it. But my rule number 2 talks about the importance of goal setting. And part of that is, if you are familiar with this phrase, if you fail to plan, then your plan is to fail. If you fail to plan, then your plan is to fail. I'm going to say it one more time, like Dr. Umar when he repeats things 3 times. If you fail to plan, then your plan is to fail. We have to have a direction of where we're going. This is why goal setting is important. And I challenge you, the creative, the musician, the artist, even the business professional. Challenge your friends to say, hey, instead of us going out to the bar this weekend, why don't we sit and have a goal setting session with one another? There are things I want to accomplish. I may have relationship goals. I may have income goals. business related goals, spiritual goals, why don't we take the time to articulate what those goals are with one another? I'm going to share my goals with you, and you can't just share your goals with anybody. So let this be one of your trusted people that are in your inner circle. But let's take the time, the same energy we have in kicking the bobo, hanging out. Let's hang out and do some things that are productive. So let's hang out and let's set some goals for one another. Share your goals with your trusted people in your inner circle. Allow them to share their goals with you. And if there's a way to see if there's a commonality between it, is if there is a way to see how you can help support each other, great, even better. But more importantly, or additionally important, is how about we hold each other accountable to what our collective goals are? So folks who are in my inner circle, folks who I am honored to share what I want to do, I want them to know what my goals are. And I want them to hold me accountable because I want to be the best version of myself. And when I am the best version of myself, I am hitting the targets that I want to hit, or I'm on my way to hitting those targets. Just like with the people I care about, even if it isn't as sensitive to them, I want to see the folks I care about succeed too. And so, yes, I'm that friend that's going to say, yo, we need to take some time and sit and set some goals instead of just kicking it at the bar. Businesses do it. If you've ever heard a budget or a forecast, business budget, guess what? That is nothing more than goal setting, and we're going to attach some dollars and cents to it. So as business professionals, entrepreneurs, creatives, musicians, we should be articulating what our goals are. And if you've ever heard the term SMART goals, and what's the acronym for SMART? Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. Let's put these goals together. Let's articulate what they are. Let's put some dates, some time. When are we going to have these goals accomplished? And who can be your accountability partner? Who can you express, here are my goals, here are the dates that I want to execute these things by. Now, you're my loved one, you're my trusted one, you're my business advisor, coach, counselor, workout partner, etc. You're somebody in my inner circle. I'm telling you what my goals are because I want you to hold me accountable to hitting those things. And I want to help hold you accountable as well. So it may be you don't have anyone that can do that. If you don't, that's when you can go to other advisors, business coaches. Heck, if you need someone to help you with that, Norfolk CPA is here to help you as well. Reach out to me. I will help you with some of your business related goals. At some point, as your business is expanding, and I would think that if we're all working in our business, and this applies to the creatives too, you want to expand, maybe you want to get some funding, investors, they're going to want to see a plan. They're going to want to see a business plan. In that business plan, they're going to see forecasted numbers. Again, forecasted numbers is nothing but a goal setting exercise, and we're attaching dollars and cents to. So if you need help with that, I'm here to help you. I'm here to add value. And my challenge to you, talk to 2 or 3 of your close people in your inner circle, challenge them, invite them within the next 2 weeks. Have a goal setting session where y'all can share your goals. Have a vision board party. Let's get it done. And let's hold each other accountable. And let's turn our dreams into concrete strategy and reality. This is Norfolk CPA signing out.
I told y'all, man. We play too much, man. I'm telling y'all, man. What's up, Norfolk? Appreciate that, man. Talks about the goals. Talk about goals. Thank you, my brother. Hey, y'all know, man, as I'm telling you, man, it's beyond the music, man. It's beyond the music.
Order parts from Makai.
Yeah, we just doing all type of stuff back there. Yeah, I'm back here texting about the cipher, all type of stuff.
But we thank you so much for tuning into a wonderful episode of Beyond the Music.
Damn right, man.
Men, young men.
Yes.
We need you. We love you.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
Yes.
We just want to see you well.
We're proud of y'all, man.
You really are the pillars in which we build on.
I'm telling you.
And we need you.
And
We're as strong as you
builders.
are. We are as strong as you are.
Yeah.
Ladies, happy International Women's Month.
Yeah. Shout out.
We
Salute.
celebrate you all month long. And we're going to have an episode just for us. We get into some women's history facts and just giving our ladies their flowers.
Absolutely.
But for now, everybody stay blessed, stay well.
Yes.
Stay loved, stay light. And again, the children are our future. We teach them and we don't eat them.
Right.
With that, I'm out. It's Beyond the Music.
Make sure you stay well. Beyond the music.
Peace.
The name's Rev Graham and the goddess. Let's begin on a trip in a rocket beyond the realms of logic. All it took was some belief, and now we're sailing through the stars, a cosmic tour.